Hello and welcome to another episode of Last Call Games. Today we're going to do another hardware review, and the dog has decided to show up again. Hello, Luke. Okay, back to the hardware. This today is the Gamecube controller adapter for Wii U and PC USB by a company called Mayflash. They make a lot of stuff like this. Now, Nintendo did come out with a USB GameCube adapter for the Wii U. Let's get a better look at it. There we are. Now, the difference between this one and that one, there's a couple differences. One, this one explicitly will work with PC, whereas with the other one you have to download a driver and stuff. And this one also has been pretty continuously in stock, whereas the GameCube one, or whereas the Nintendo GameCube adapter has been out of stock in a lot of places pretty much ever since they launched in November, along with Super Smash Bros. So let's take a look at the packaging and do a little unboxing, and then we'll take a look at the actual how it works. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Back says it allows you to connect 4 GameCube controllers, and this one also explicitly says it allows for Wavebird wireless controllers, which is good because that's what I'm probably going to use. For you and PC, to connect 2 of them, or up to 8 GameCube controllers, which you can do with the official ones too. You may be able to mix and match. I don't have one to test. There's a switch at the back of it. It says it supports Smash Brothers, supports the GameCube emulator, supports built-in vibration feedback for ones that have rumble, unlike the Wavebird. Oh, actually, you do need to download a driver, now that I look at it. There we are. And there's the PC inputs and stuff. Fairly good stuff. There we are. Okay. So yeah. Let's take a look at this one. And now, another reason I got this one instead of the other one, besides the fact that it was also like $5 cheaper, is that the Nintendo one explicitly says that it will never work with anything but Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Which is upsetting because a lot of Wii games, which you can't use HDMI on a regular Wii, but you can on the Wii U, and it plays Wii games. But a lot of them really work best with a GameCube controller. So let's crack this open. And you can't use the gamepad either. So inside you get just the thing and the foam wrap paper thing. So yeah, let's take a quick look at this. You got 4 GameCube controller ports, a dog, the 2 USB, similar to what the official one has, and then the switch in the back for PC to Wii U and Wii U. So let's take a look at it while playing some games and see how well it works. Okay, so this is the setup you probably all remember from that one video everyone has ever watched. And there is the Wii U, and right above it is the GameCube adapter. So, and it wants me to buy stuff from the eShop. Okay, let's just do one quick smash so that we can see that this works. No idea why it keeps flicking out. Basically, I don't know. Yeah, no tricks. This does work with the my Wavebird controller, which is what I use most of the time. Oh, and I just killed myself. Okay, so it does work with the Wavebird controller, but Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is the game we all knew was going to work. So let's try a different game. Now, I'm not going to try any other Wii U games because none of them have Gamecube compatibility programmed into it. And since this plugs directly into it, I can't really try and use it. But what I can try is a Wii game. Super Smash Brothers. So, I'll probably do a jump cut and show this. Okay, so we're trying to load up the, there we are. I think that this just has like a Wii emulator. I'm not 100% certain how this works. Now, I've never tried this before. I did test it on Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, but I haven't tested it with the Wii one so far. So once it loads, we'll find out if it works together. Though probably not, because I'm doing this on Saturday, and, you know. Okay, so this does not work at all, which is a little upsetting. Actually, really upsetting. That was one of the reasons I got it, is because it doesn't explicitly say it won't work with that, and that makes that game kind of useless. There's no way in hell I'm going to play with the Wii remote. Okay, so that was a bit of a downer. Let's cut here and see how it works on the PC. We're going to just do some captured footage of a few games and see how well that goes.
Okay, first we're going to take a look at NHL 09, which is the last PC NHL game from EA, because, you know, why not? Now, this game has been criticized for being really bad with controls, but it actually works pretty well with the GameCube controller, no problem. The button mapping is a little odd because it actually maps it as a generic controller instead of as a GameCube controller, which is probably what happens with a lot of games I would expect. But yeah, I mean those controls work pretty well. The triggers worked. The buttons all worked. I mean, all the buttons I used worked. The D-pad works for various options. It is a little strange because for some reason the back button in the menus is mapped to X, either X or Y, the top of the jelly bean buttons, instead of like B, which is really strange. But regardless, it did work pretty well. And if you're gonna play a game with more than one or two people, this is probably a pretty good way to go about it, because you can plug in 4 and it recognizes them all automatically. It recognized 5 controllers, 4 joypads and the keyboard, so that was not an issue whatsoever. Now, I also tried this with Hotline Miami. It did not work as well. First off, it had it mapped as an Xbox 360 controller, which it isn't. And secondly, it didn't want to register an area of the C-stick. I'm not 100% certain why that happened. So, yeah, I wouldn't, for that, I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe that controller isn't working as well. I'm not 100% certain, but pretty much, bottom line is, I got this for $15 off Amazon. If you're going to play a lot of Super Smash Brothers, I would recommend this. Otherwise, the only reason I would recommend this is if you're going to play multiplayer PC games and don't want to buy a bunch of Xbox 360 controllers. This isn't going to be my main PC controller. It's still going to be the 360 controller I have. But it's a decent alternative if you're doing multiplayer locally. Otherwise, unless Nintendo pushes out a patch for the Wii or a Wii U update that will allow this and the official one to use the GameCube controllers for Wii games, Virtual Console games, and hopefully more Wii U games, I would probably say this really isn't a good investment unless you're going to play a lot of Super Smash Bros. That's all for this time on Last Call Games. Next week we're going to take a look at another quick Steam game, Earth 2140 HD. That's it for this time, and we'll see you next time on Last Call Games. Basically, if I have to describe it in one quick sentence, it would be if you take Ikaruga and add anime vampire girls. There we go, that's the review.